So welcome back, and we're going to cover special update. We have here everything is going fine, everything is going right with the Twitter chart, and they are happy because Elon Musk is controlling the price and the corporation Twitter. So the thing is that the company is being followed by freedom activists, and it's believed that will be released for the public, and it will help freedom of mankind. If you check the price of Twitter is showing, and it's continuously going up for the last weeks, forming a W pattern, but this is not really relevant because now there is a resistance here, and the relevant thing is that all this destruction of Twitter is showing that it's not worthy of our time in the case of inflation coming back. So there are better things that Twitter in the weekly charts showing that this massive wealth destruction is quite dangerous for anyone trying to hedge against inflation. So if you check the all the movement here, what have it done is you went short here, and all the movement it created a massive distraction and a very good trade, So the price range, let me go check here. Here it was a nice interesting crash in the middle of high inflation, and you don't want to control a company with this behavior, no matter if we are talking about the savior that will take us to Mars. So if you see that this nasty behavior we are from last year, a very lack recovery, the lack of very strong recovery, but this is very dangerous to me. Send the music down because it's showing that there is not enough strength in this company, and there is not really hedge against inflation. So this is a very bad chart, even though it still looks bullish and fighting a very close resistance now. The story is that Twitter was showing problems in their income. If you check the returns, and the valuations are still crazy enough. That's the story here with Twitter: negative return on investment, negative return on equity, negative return on assets. Let's see the plan for Twitter by Elon Musk is converting this company in WeChat. So far it doesn't look very this treachery and this bad behavior in the middle of inflation, and a gap here and a massive punishment. It means that it's a tricky tech stock in the middle of inflation. Everybody was celebrating. Twitter has been compromised with some legal topics, and people got fired, and the legal suit also was fired, and people were laid off because they removed a former president of the United States. They went so far to remove politicians, scientists, doctors. They went too far. So the people were celebrating that there was a change in the line of command. But if you take this chart and this chart, the long term, you see that the price is still fighting the old resistance of 2014. So I really don't like Twitter as a hedge against inflation. And look what happened with 2014. I made an update that silver made the same pattern, a very similar pattern, Donalds pattern that we are seeing here, but a different pattern in the same year, and it was trash. And now we are seeing a similar story in Twitter that it may get trash again. So it's very fundamental important here that Twitter goes way above this area, and maybe it will continue to go to the former record heights. But the story that is ringing the bell is that we are coming to a milestone for world population, and if you have to check the trends if we are going accordingly with the world population. The Guardian is telling us that we will hit 8 billion in a particular date, November, that's 11, 15, that's 6. Here is sponsored by Bill and Melinda Gates. I don't know why they are showing up here, but they are here in this, sponsoring this article, and this is a particular milestone that mankind will hit on November 15, and there is concerns that we may hit a specific problems with the, let me check if the live is going okay. Okay, we are going okay. So going to the new trends, we are seeing that there is a specific level of excess rates above the average. So if you check the Google Trends from and you find the word "die suddenly," you will see that we are in a record high. How will this impact stocks? Well, so far, inflation is going nowhere, but maybe it's only a monetary subject for now. He checked the trend; it has been record high, and in the 2022 we are still pushing high. If I were an Elliott chart, I would be saying that we are about to enter a fifth wave, and the die suddenly trend will continue to go up so high that we have even lots of doctors coming forward. This is picture. This is an enemy of YouTube, and they are coming forward with the story that people is dying suddenly worldwide, and maybe that trend will start to happen in the southern hemisphere. That's a theory of mine, and I believe we will see that theory coming to Argentina and South America, and we will see that trend going here. How will this impact the price? So the excess mortality charts are warning that maybe we don't see the level of problems that we should see and control, and how will this impact the price of commodities? That's my main questions. So the real thing is that people keep dying above way above the 5 years average, way above that. So there's a documentary there. How this impact population levels, and how will this impact commodities and long-term prices? So far, I don't know. In the short term, I am only saying that now there are doctors warning, and there is a documentary going on next month, the same month that mankind will hit a peak on November 15 of 2022. So the level of mortality and excess rate is between 20-30%, and I believe that will happen in different countries like in South America. So that's the charts, that's the anomaly, and the market wizard Michael Brewery is warning the same thing, that we are seeing an epic increase in cancer rates, events of 9 sigma, 6 sigma, caused by, I won't say the potential theories, or I may get risk to get banned. But what is controlling? I don't think that the curve in the population now and the die suddenly documentary coming, or the peak mankind is coming. But I do believe that it's controlling the prices of gold, silver, and everything is the continuous increasing of interest rates. This is the level of interest rate in United States, and we moved from 4%, 4.5%, and now 5%. So it means that it will continue to go up as they are chasing new levels and demanding a higher level for a peak in the price of money in the United States. So the price of money will peak around March of 2023, and that's the reason why the price of gold, silver, Bitcoin is under control for now. It's still under control because we were in March around here for the peak, and now we are around 5%. And this is the real news. Investors, this is started last week. Investors now expect the Fed to raise rates to 5% next year. That's between April and May of 2023. And if you see here, the next thing is that the stock market has been continuously going in a downtrend channel, very clear, and we are here now in a counter trend rally. So far we could go all the way up here, and we may continue to go down as the market starts to price some deflationary movements involved in this trend. So we have this lower, this is bearish channel. So far we are not out of the a safe place for the Standard & Poor's index, but there is another thing that we may find a better hedge against inflation now, which is McDonald's. McDonald's Corporation is telling us a different story than the market. They are diversified, they are globally diversified, they receive income from multiple currencies all around the world, and they're making new record highs in US dollars. So far I have to pick what chart I like the most between Standard & Poor's 500 and McDonald's. McDonald's is making new highs. Let me move this to the log chart. It's making a new highs and going higher and breaking high with strength. So McDonald's is showing that they are globally diversified and they are better hedged against inflation than Standard & Poor's 500, that is composed by a lot of companies that attach to the level of consumption levels in the United States. So I'm starting to see that McDonald's will outperform Standard & Poor's by the structure of the business. It's really starting to look that way, and the charts are starting to confirm that. Let's see what's happening with the price of commodities, and the most sensitive prices of commodities, which are food. Food were recovering in 2022, and with the price of energy, they all hit. Let me move lower. They all hit a break last month, and it continued to go down. This is DBA ETF, and this chart shows composition of agro futures. You will see that it's like the price of food will go and it has the potential to go at least between 5 and 10% additional 5% that is contained between this counter rally and the movement of the increasing interest rates that is coming from now until the first and second quarter of the next year. So that's happening. We are being contained, food going down, but there is a very limited bearish target for the prices of food. And let's go now to the price of wheat. This is the same story. It hit a break and the massive punishment. We will see also a target of 8-9% the prices of wheat. So the prices of food so far look under control now, but the prices of food prices have been an interesting hedge against inflation. So I am having a strict control of these prices. Let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin has survived the potential target that was between September and October for a massive crash. So far I believe that Bitcoin is giving, and it's about to form a triangle, maybe moving sideways. This is the first bullish candle that gives hopes from a long time. So far Bitcoin is showing the market's still pricing 3, 4, 5%, and Bitcoin is still holding there. So far, if we see a recovery in the prices of food, Bitcoin could go between now and 2024 to the price of 40, this area here. So I give in a bullish target for the first time on Bitcoin for in the coming 2 years. So if Bitcoin survives, it will be the true runner against food prices and against precious metals, because the strength of the resistance here, the strength of the support here, the support was holding for more than 3 months. So there is a lot of people buying here, and there is not really demand in the middle. So people will buy like crazy, and Bitcoin could double the price between now and 2024. This is what is looking now for me in the charts. So far my experience with Bitcoin was that I was mining, cloud mining, and the company said that they had a problem with Kazakhstan because electricity was cut down there by the government. So I am still waiting for the continuity of my Bitcoin mining in Kazakhstan. So if you want to hold Bitcoin, you have to pick the right way to buy Bitcoin, because there are some risk and counterparty risk for sure. Let's go now to the prices of silver. Gold and silver are the prices. Now we are talking that there is no silver again, like the same story. All the American YouTubers saying the same. What do I do to study if this is all BS, or we are seeing a global systemic silver squeeze and there is no silver in the world? I go to Donalds Chart, the link will be at the description, and you will see that if I go and try to find all the LMBA, that's the London Bullion Market Association silver bars in Singapore. So I go to a different market and I check the stocks there. I don't like to check the stocks and the opinions of American bullion dealers, because they are always crying and they are always a bad signal. So I see that there is a lot of silver for insane low levels, like 19, almost very close to spot. So I take all the rumors, all the COMEX default stories as noise. The moment I see global out of stocks in every bullion dealer in Dubai, in Singapore and United States and Canada and Europe, I will take seriously that we are going to see a systemic counterparty, central counterparty risk, maybe at the COMEX. So far I don't believe that. I see plenty of stocks in Singapore. The price of gold now looks still very, very difficult and still going down in the monthly charts, in the weekly charts, even though it has some movement. It's very enthusiastic to see the fighting that happened a few weeks, this week and the last week, and the price of gold is giving the signal that we may hit, once we hit 1626, the price we are heading now. It really looks that we are heading now, maybe not now, but by the end of January, and the pricing of more interest rates coming, we could go all the way to this area here, the area of 1500. So the price of silver is showing a similar fight, a very massive fight, and 2 monthly bullish candles. So if I'm wrong, and if if the price of silver goes first above this level, the level is 21, this level here, and this is a very important moving average here. If you see here, the level is 21, and it has been always the level of 21 for silver. There is, so far, if I have to pick a chart, I would check the price of gold, even though I am not investing in gold now, only a few bots that I'm making some trades. I'm not trading anymore. I'm just following my bots that I coded this week, and they lost $2 a week. so bad. They made 8 trades, and they won 7 trades, $7 in 2 transactions, and lost another 15. So I'm net $2. That's the level my bots were doing in my sandbox server. They are very good. They're better than me, but I'm still keep them on development. But they are in production server. Sometimes I will show you a new coding. I using an artificial intelligence. I use the DALI 2 AI to make some drawings, and I found it something fascinating. I asked DALI AI artist to draw me profitable strategies, and I will code it. I will code all these strategies, and I will show you. So far, the price of gold and silver looks again bearish, and the price will be maybe in a counter trend rally from now until January, and then it could go all the way back to 15k, 1500 for gold. So far, Bitcoin is showing that it has the potential to outperform the precious metals and even food if it's allowed to go above where it's now. So from the short-term view, I believe that the price of food could continue to go down, and the price of precious metals may go down heavily at the beginning of the 2023, and I may be wrong if the price of silver goes about 21 with strength. The price of Bitcoin, in my case, in my opinion, could go all the way to 40k by 2024. That's the risk. There is a huge upside risk for Bitcoin from now. I made a video. I was one of the authors that published that Bitcoin was going to 50k. That was a very, very important update. Then Bitcoin had a top there. So now I'm going to give a bullish update about Bitcoin, and that the price of Bitcoin could go all the way back to 40k by 2024. That's my main forecast. Should we see a general rally in the markets? We should see a general rally in Bitcoin, in precious metals, and what will give the signal that all will go up in a live concert. That will be the price of crude oil. That will unlock the increasing levels going higher. So far, the big winner in the chart for me, and the most beautiful chart for me, is McDonald's, that is showing new highs for being a portfolio of real estate and income, collecting all the money from different currencies. It's showing that there is really hope from this company in the future, and it's full of survival. So far, I hope you enjoyed this update. Thank you very much, and bye bye.